Morning, everyone. David Ham here for another episode. Check it out. A while ago, I began the process of this letting go. Letting go of the past hurt, past suffering. For a very long time, these attachments I had were, I held on to them so long that they were my identity. They were who I was. I couldn't be without that. My image, how I presented the world, how I operated and maneuvered throughout the world, all had a little bit of that rooted inside it. But, unfortunately, what happens, over a long period of time is that these things, they sit in there. They sit inside you like a lump of coal, like a piece of lead. It's not going anywhere. It just sits there. And it manifests itself in different behaviors. Lying, cheating, manipulating, emotional blackmails, just to name a few. And that creates a whole nother slew of things. But we're talking about how, when we've been hurt, when we were little, and we held on to that, and pretty much how I looked at, humiliation, if I think about the first time I've ever felt that, it kind of just brings me back. It just brings me back when I was back in the Boy Scouts and stuff. And it always goes back to that whenever I feel humiliated, whenever I feel like a failure, it always brings me back into that time. We can go on even further to losing people. I lost somebody, and that's how I identify with that. So I put myself in hurt. Mourning is part of the process. When in the grieving process, and we all have to do it. We will all share, and we will all hurt. We will all go through it. Now, the idea is to not let it dictate who you are. We can hurt for a long time, and we can suffer the inner turmoil, and that has its place. And definitely, don't get me wrong, that definitely has its place. It has a place to bring you to those depths, so you can experience how it feels to hurt so much. But the problem is that we let it linger for years, 5 years, 10 years, 15. That's when it gets fucked up. So we gotta learn to let that pain go. Even if we've lost someone, even if we lost somebody, someone we cared about, someone we really loved, I don't think, I'm not sure if they would want us to continue suffering. And that's what I had to do. Mom and Mildred wouldn't they wouldn't want to see me suffer at all. If it's true love, if you love somebody, you don't want to see somebody hurting. You don't want to see someone in pain. So I asked, why is, suffering? Why does suffering have to be the only currency to express how you feel about somebody after they've transitioned? At least not for long periods of time. But, for myself, I identified with losing people. Oh, I lost somebody, woe is me, this is why I'm that, and I'm entitled to feel the way I do. I'm entitled to feel this hurt. So leave me alone. I don't want your help. Bop, 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 bop. Pushing people away, pushing people away, pushing people away. It's just not worth it. We got a life to live. We all got a message that needs to be shared. You know what it is. And, it's the pushing down of that message is what I feel creates depression. When you're suppressing expression, it just leads to depression. I'm sure there's other variables involved in that, but I could be right. That's a big part of it. Go to school, get a job, do all this. You forget about your message. You have there's a little inner gnawing that happens. You can feel it. You feel it every now and then. You know it. That you're not living to your fullest potential. You're not optimizing your living, getting the best out of your practice. Share your message. Maybe set the intention to find your message if you don't know what that is yet. But I'm sure you do. It's in there somewhere. Pain and suffering, it has a role. Don't let it drive you into the dirt. Don't let it gnaw at your heart like a termite. At some point, the mourning has to stop. You need to take care of yourself. Because that's what any loved one, I believe, would want from us, to be happy, to be loved. So, thank you guys so much for listening. Dave Ham here.